This Shabbat talks of a journey, a significant journey of Jacob, Yaakov Avinu, our forefather, who leaves the tranquility of his parents' home and goes to a distant town called Charan that was filled with anguish and pain and challenge and difficulty. And precisely there, he builds a family and a home. The description of this journey begins by saying, Vayeitzei Yaakov mi Be'ersheva. Jacob went out from Be'ersheva, the name of this week's portion, Vayeitzei, and he went out. And then Vayelech Charan, and he went to the city of Charan. The commentaries wonder why it was necessary to tell us both the element of his departure and his intended destination. We know that he was in Be'ersheva until this point. Why could it not simply say, and Jacob went to Charan? Why did it have to emphasize that he was leaving Be'ersheva and going to Charan? There's so many different commentaries and insights that can be derived from this. Let's try and take a few thoughts that could be meaningful in our lives. The first is that there is an impact that a person has on society, on environment, particularly a tzaddik, a righteous person. And the commentaries say that when Jacob left Be'ersheva, something happened. It was a significant event. Be'ersheva was not the same place without Jacob because he was having such an impact on that environment. When he went to Charan, obviously he was going to impact on the destination too. But it tells us that leaving, going, always has an impact because we have a capacity to affect change, to make a difference in the environment where we are. And that's the first message, that we should never think that if we leave or we go or we come, has no consequence, has no implications, no impact. We do have an impact. Hashem put us in a particular place, and leaving means that some kind of vacuum results because our presence is no longer there. And that's how we should think about every place where we are, that we have the possibility of making a difference. A second thought about a journey being constructed of both an element of leaving and an element of destination. Why is that important? Because so often the journeys of life are made up of one or the other motivation. Sometimes our motivation is that we are simply so fed up with our present circumstance that we escape, we rush, we just leave what we have because it's intolerable and we have no idea where we're heading and what needs to be achieved next. What are the conditions in the place where one is going to? That is equally important in the journey, not only to leave a place that brings unhappiness, but to know where one's going to. Sometimes it's the reverse. We have some kind of idyllic idea of what is taking place in a distant place, and there the grass is green, and there everything is working perfectly, and we're only so focused on this heaven that supposedly awaits us that we don't consider what we are giving up, what we are leaving. What is the situation where one is presently? Jacob's journey reminds us that every journey in life needs to be constructed of both a consideration of what am I leaving and where am I going to? And do I have a reason to venture out of where I am? Is it going to be a journey of elevation, of growth, because somewhere I'm able to do more than what I'm doing right now? And am I not so infatuated with some distant dream that I'm not considering what it is that I'm leaving and what the impact on the place that I'm leaving is going to be? So may Hashem give us the maturity and the responsibility to consider all the moves of life, every journey we make, both in terms of where are we leaving, when are we leaving, how are we leaving, and where are we going to? And if one has a healthy proportion of knowledge of both the reason and the ramifications of what we are departing from and where we're departing from, and a healthy knowledge of what it is that we're going to enter into on the other side, then the journey has the greatest potential of delivering growth and development, as was the journey of Jacob, notwithstanding the fact that it was from such a beautiful serenity of his father's home to a place that was so filled with evil. He was able to utilize the journey to develop a family, to marry, and to found this beautiful family that is the continuation of our people Israel. Let's journey the way a Jew needs to journey. Have a beautiful Shabbos.